Namaskar, Pranam, Vanakkam, Sadhuvad, and I take this opportunity to welcome you all to this edition of PGurus. Today, Sri Sir is not available as he has some work, urgent work rather, to attend to. So I have been given the responsibility to conduct the show and also be the speaker. We have the team with me. I have Sachinji and other members who are giving me great back end support. And thanks to all of you. Thanks for being here. I know what is the hottest topic and what is hitting everything hard was today an almost 2.5 hour speech of Prime Minister Modi ji, where he kind of, he exactly did what I've been saying, that people at opposition are handing over the stage, are handing over the mics, are handing over all the media attention of the national and international media, and he will dismantle you. At the end of the day, you and the opposition will be running for cover. At the end of the day, you and opposition will be like this. And this is what happened. And in the end, we have seen that Mr. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary suspended. And that was, something what we have been talking about. And now opposition is rattled. What we did not know about Manipur, why did not know about other things, all has come out. And let me tell you, friends, at 9:30 on PGurus Hindi, we are going to cover exclusively, because there's a lot of demand, we should do it in Hindi because of a wider audience. So we'll be kind of covering this in Hindi. We'll take every sentence which the Honorable Prime Minister has said, and we will try to explain and give the perspectives out. That is where we are. But currently what we are going to talk right now in the current broadcast, is what is the new story which is hitting our lives. Naya kya hua hai? What has happened new? And you know what has happened new? Again, one of the things which we at PGurus have been hinting about, talking about is enemy agents do not look alien. Enemy agents do not look alien. Enemy agents do not look alien. And that is exactly what has happened. Chinese Communist Party has been influencing everything in and around India. There's the MOU which is signed with the Congress Party. And let me take you to the sensational revelations which were done by Rathore ji, who's also a champion, who's also an Olympian, who has been in Olympics, and he's a ex-army man, pride of India. He, while replying the no confidence motion in the parliament, made some revelations, which Sachinji, if we have the video, if we can play that, so that would add perspective to what we have been trying to say and how we have been trying to join the dots. I mean, mind-boggling what we have known. Then after this video, we'll try to talk about other aspects of it. We'll try to talk about how this NewsClick has come to the picture, how these YouTubers, social media influencers, what is the role they're playing.
देश को तोड़ने की, जोड़ने की, इन्होंने एक यात्रा भी निकाली, भारत जोड़ो यात्रा करके। मैं 2008 में बीजिंग ओलंपिक्स के अंदर वहां पर था और हमें खबर लगी कि साहब सोनिया गांधी जी, राहुल गांधी जी आपसे मिलने आ रहे हैं। ये हमसे मिलने वहां पर नहीं आए थे और ना ही कोई मुलाकात हुई, क्योंकि इनकी थालियां तो कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ चाइना ने बिछा रखी थी। इनकी मुलाकात कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ चाइना से हुई। ये रिमोट कंट्रोल से सरकार चलाते थे। अगर कोई सैनिक ये कार्रवाई करे तो उसके खिलाफ गद्दारी का मुकदमा चलता है। ये उस समय सरकार चला रहे थे। दे शुड बी ट्राइड फॉर ट्रीजन। गद्दारी के ऊपर इनके ऊपर मुकदमा होना चाहिए, क्योंकि ये चाइना के साथ इनके साथ हो रहा था।
अब देखिए, now the point what we are trying to make here, अब जो point देखने का है, that is, this is not a mere allegation. This is not a hypothesis. This is not a theory. Now, Mr. Rathore, on the floor of House, a responsible and a senior leader of BJP, is talking about 2008. And incidentally, 2008 at the time of Beijing Olympics, I was also in Beijing, but for some work. And this is very sensational. Are you trying to tell us that there is a plane which flew from India and went to Beijing with the pretext that you're going to meet our champions and our athletes, but you never ended up meeting them at all? I mean, you could have chosen to meet them for 5, 10, 15 minutes, just take some photo, and just give it a cover. But look at the height of arrogance where you choose not to meet even the athletes of India, but you choose to have your parleys and your meetings with Communist Party of China. And in the pretext of that, we are going to meet our athletes. Imagine if you and me could have done this or would have done this, where we'll be today. What would have happened to us? Now, we have been telling you that enemy edges do not look alien. China has been trying to influence the media through news portals, through news channels, through YouTubers, through social influencers, and through these Indian-looking Chinese agents. I call them Indian-looking Chinese agents, which are there. And Hindi, I used to call them China ke dalal. So these, now if you look recently, a story had broken up regarding this NewsClick. How NewsClick was used to send money to various YouTubers, to send money to various journalists, to send money to 𝙒𝙧𝙤𝙀𝙀𝘀, her husband, son, daughter, and some journalists. And this is big money. We're talking 10, 20, 50, 100 crores. And even some people in the IT cells of a political party get 50, 52 crores. What is the agenda? The agenda is to keep Chinese interests afloat. The agenda is not to blame China for the Chinese virus, which is COVID. And if you recall any of the Sumit Peer's videos on national TV, which will be all on some YouTube channel somewhere, I have always called it was a Chinese ploy, it was a Chinese virus. I refuse to call it COVID again. It's a Chinese virus by the China, from the China to infect the whole world. It was China's bioterror unleashed on the whole world. And that is exactly why China was paying people. Isko cover this up. Now, again, because I used to question where does people like 𝙤𝙧𝙤𝙀𝙀𝘀 get money? What are they doing? What is the business? What is their, how do they make a living? This is how they make a living. Now, YouTubers. YouTube looks to be a very naive media, looks to be a very numble, noble media, but it is exactly not the case. How come YouTubers and social media influencers were paid money? And remember at the time of COVID, what were we told? Modi ji, get the vaccine from China. China ki vaccine lo. Now remember, go and do a Google search. Find the players, find the people, find the traitors who asked us to buy the Chinese vaccine. They even told, Modi ji, you have $500 billion in your treasury. Why you are not willing to spend $5-10 billion? Save our children, save our wives, save our families will get devastated by the Chinese vaccine. Now, today, the things are revealed. And on this, even Mr. Anurag Thakur, the Honorable INB Minister, has spoken in the Parliament. And the cabal doesn't end here. The cabal goes to the next level, where we have some self-proclaimed fact checkers. Tomorrow, if we find about these something about these self-proclaimed fact checkers also, right? So now you will not be surprised. And this one gentleman called Mr. Thakurta, he was paid money to flare up the Rafale issue. How Rafale is a danger to India, how Rafale there was corruption. Then you had a campaign running Chokidar Chor. Then you had kids being used with Priyanka Gandhi to shout Chokidar Chor, Chokidar Chor. Then you had Akhilesh Bhaiya saying earlier Rafale had 2 seats. Now after Modi brokered some deal and he siphoned some money for himself. And now Rafale only has 1 seat. That is how Modi swallowed the money. Now you see this cabal, how organized this is. Now there have been, mails exchanged between these people. Well, these are revelations in the open media. They have been mail exchanged by the people who CPIM. They are topmost leaders and the members of this cabal, how to manage these situations, how to turn the tides, how to use this COVID against Modi, how to use this COVID against India, how to demonize and defame Indian vaccine. Remember, Akhilesh Bhaiya told us, ये BJP की vaccine है, this vaccine is from BJP. When Samajwadi Party will win, then they will invent a vaccine, and then when the vaccine will be invented, that you will be inoculated with. But God save you if you survive by that. So the vaccine will be only needed now if you survive. If you do not survive by that date, why the hell do you need this vaccine? This vaccine is not tested. This vaccine has side effects. Look, these are the revelations of the media. You can see the emails. They are an open media. We at PGurus are not casting any aspersions. These are open media. We are defending China's position on COVID, supporting farmer protest in India, collaborating with Indian communists, promoting Chinese propaganda, defending border clashes with India, trying to cast aspersions. Ab aapko samajh aaya. Now do you understand why people need proof of surgical strikes? Do you now understand why people need proof of Galwan, Tawang? Why people need proof of Balakot? Why were people saying, Modi ji, import Chinese vaccine? Modi ji, import Chinese vaccine. Now you understand. Now you understand why people are saying China has taken 20,000 kilometers of our area. When I asked them from numerous channels and through national TV, kindly give the latitude and longitude, none of them has dared to give latitude and longitude. They never spoke about the latitude and longitude. China has encroached our territory. We are sleeping on the wheel. China has infringed us. China has done this. China has done this. And when at the time of Doklam, peak of Doklam, why were some people of the opposition from the Congress party having lunches and dinners with the Chinese embassy? What was their love for Hakka noodles or this Chinese biryani, which was so enticing that the national interests were kept aside? This is the question which you and me must be asking today. What is in the Chinese biryani? What is in the Chinese noodle? These all things were happening, and for years I've been alleging the Chinese media and the Chinese Communist Party has infiltrated everything everywhere. And let me tell you one startling revelation today. I cannot take names, but I know for sure there are a lot of people in India who were called by Beijing in the pretext of there's a seminar, there's a symposium, we want you to come as a speaker. So your ticket free, your stay free, your food free, and you'll be given some small gifts here and there. It might look normal, but where does it get abnormal? So when you will land in Beijing, they'll tell you, let's go for a foot massage. So they will take all the people to a foot massage. They'll say, you want to have a back massage? The moment you say anything like a back massage, you enter a very narrow room which has no roof. And on the top of every such partition, there's a camera. And there are girls who are specially trained to do what they're supposed to do. What happens next? Your video, you know what I mean. Your video is with Chinese Communist Party. And that video is used as a blackmailing chip. This video is used against you to blackmail you. So prostitutes, these massage parlor girls, and others are used for selective honey trapping. They will pull you into a massage parlor, they will pull you into everything, because if you don't understand the culture, you have no idea what the animal is called China. You don't understand China at all. China has a very dangerous culture. Women are treated as commodity, and womanizing is treated as having a bottle of Coca-Cola. It's as simple as that. So with that culture, when the people are not knowing to that, they are entrapped, they are honey trapped, they have got into this. We warned you about honey trap. See, Mahai, that happened. We told you Dragon Ka end game, Indian seas. That was around 2 months back. We told you China will get into deflation. People were predicting China is doing fantastic. China is going to have 5.2% growth. Now 0.3% negative. Atka Maji Satakli. Right? Where is 5.2% growth? Why is China doing great? How is China ruling the world? How is China luring the roost? Where are those traitors and dalals? Where are those traitors and dalals who were doing the paid propaganda for Chinese Communist Party? Right? Somebody told me that somebody told, and these people may look Indian. They might be able to speak Hindi. Now, all the names which I have taken here, they are all Indian. They speak Hindi. They even have an Indian passport. But today, the cat is out of the bag. Cat is out of the bag. How Chinese propaganda is run. Now, they can run Chinese propaganda using Indians on the Indian soil, or some of the Indians residing in China can be also used for running propaganda. And remember the word, what did Mr. Anurag Thakur say? YouTubers, social media influencers. I don't have to talk more. You can make out who all, where all, and what all. Now, this is statement from INP Minister of Republic of India. This is not Sumit casting aspersions, and I never cast aspersions. All and anything what I have told you has always come true. I told you China is doing bad. It's going to be at the end of the July, you will see deflation in China. Minus 0.3. There was an article on PGurus. Sachinji, if you can show the article, minus 0.3. I told you in May. I have warned you. Take out your investment. Look at your investment. China is going down the drain. And trust me, there are so many things which I cannot talk on open media. There are so many things which I cannot reveal on a public broadcast. There's a lot of things which I hear and hear. I cannot talk about them. But I give you broadline warnings well in advance. Kya ho raha China? What is going to happen in China? Where is 5.2% growth? I want to question these people who are saying China is doing fantastic. Chinese know how to do business. Monkey business. Monkey business. Yeah, they are good at running KTVs and brothels. And that cheap labor in China, they are not good at doing business. And there was an article, Sachinji, on PGurus where we had written that China's economy is in deflation. Which you had also tagged me on Twitter. I retweeted it. So at PGuru channel, we have been very vocal and we've been upfront on it because we are caring about your interest. We want your investments, your business, your supply chains, your markets, your hard-earned money. Khoon pasine ki kamai, gaadi kamai to be safe. Our NRI brothers and sisters are everywhere in the world, and we want them to be safe. We want their investments to be protected. We want Mother India to grow, prosper, and rule the world. That is my dream. And enemy agents do not look alien. They are not like Peter Parker of the Star Trek. You know who's Peter Parker? Maybe I can find him by the time Sachinji looks for the article. Let me see if I can find Peter Parker. I love that guy. Okay, Peter Parker. Any other ideas of a character you know? Look, this is the article what I am mentioning about. This is the article what I am mentioning about. Now, if you see here, these are all predictions coming true. Now, where is Sachinji? I'm not able to find it. You can find this. There was an old Star Trek. If you can find this Peter Parker, the guy with pointed ears. He was one of the characters, Parker or Peter Parker, something was his name. Now in PGurus, we have been trying to warn you about this. Haven't we warned you on this? Now, our analysis has been always based on factual sources, content, data, which can be validated in a plain form. It's not my illusion, delusion, and dilemma. Arey bhaiya, China bahut badhiya kar raha hai, China is doing bad. I have substantiated everything with hardcore data, which everybody can validate. And if my predictions are wrong, if I am casting aspersions, how come this has happened? There's a Mr. Park, I believe. This guy is a Mr. Park. It's Mr. Park from Star Trek, I believe. Mr. Park, or something. I think that's the name of the character. So now, how come, if my understanding and if my analysis of China market is wrong, how come these things are coming true? How come China has gone into deflation? What about the factory in market price? What about the purchase managers index? What about the Beijing floods? What about so many things which you can find? So, I am appalled how some people have been defending it and why they have been defending it. Now the cat is out of the bag, right? If Sachinji, you can show us some pictures of the aliens, human aliens. Just do a Google search. I'm troubling you a lot. Sorry, brother. Now, if this is what is happening, don't you think we all should be worried? Don't you think our country's interests are in danger? Don't you see there's an interference from China? What about the MOU of the Chinese Communist Party, which Sri Rahul Gandhi ji was signing? What is in that MOU? Now, after these revelations, does that MOU become important or not? It becomes important. They don't look like him, right? Do any agents, any of these names which I told you right now, do they look like him? No. They don't look like him. Okay. They don't even look like one with the avatar, those pink ear, navy blue ears and long tail. They don't even look like them. So the point I'm trying to draw home is you have to be very, very careful. They can be anybody. They can be anybody. And now the cat is out of the bag. We need to be all the more careful in our endeavors. One thing I want to make you again caution. There's one more thing which is happening here is, because when we are talking about the media, Pakistani ISI is also infiltrated into media by the virtue of these fact checkers, self-proclaimed fact checkers. They fact check everything. And let me tell you one more thing. There is one more thing which is being done. A lot of ex-Muslim videos which are running in India. So when you see some ex-Muslims of India, automatically YouTube and all is going to show you American ex-Muslims and all. And let me tell you, sir, my brothers and sisters, most of these ex-Muslims are on the payrolls of ISI. I'm not talking of Indian ones. I'm talking of the ones who live in America and all, because when you do this Google search, now, YouTube starts giving you options. A lot of them are on ISI payrolls. You have to listen to them, but you don't have to believe anything to everything they say. Also propaganda there. Also, the Pakistani media is trying to do a propaganda wherein they are trying to tell us, right? They're trying to tell us, why don't we take LOC as the border? Why don't we take it as a border? So that by the virtue of that, we will not attack POK and that they can secure POK. This is now thing which is happening, right? Now, if you see, question also comes here, why was Congress always supporting urban Naxals? What was the relation between 𝙒𝙗𝙤𝙤𝙤 and Congress? What was the relation between her husband and Congress? Now this Sai Baba, Professor Sai Baba, there were so many of Gautam Navalakha, again on the payroll. 𝙒𝙗𝙤𝙤's complete family on the payroll. What is their relation with the Congress? When in JNU, these urban Naxals say, Bharat tere tugde honge, inshallah, inshallah. What was Sri Rahul Gandhi doing there? Why was he standing next to them? Today, even the Honorable Prime Minister questioned that. What was Rahul Gandhi doing there? What is the role of Congress and these urban Naxals? Ye rishta kya kehlata hai? What is the relation? I'm appalled. I want to understand. Now, all these characters which have been used for various propagandas against India have been paid agents. Now, including, I have mentioned you that, from YouTube, Pakistan gets $25 million a month. That is 200 crore rupees a month. 200 crore rupees a month. That means 2,500 crores a year. That is why army and all are letting them run this Al-Taqiyya so that they can get money out of Indians. Everybody is trying to con money out of us. Use our sentiments to con money. Now, the onus is on us. How much do we want to believe or not? I will tell you, it's a matter of time. Again, the proof about these Pakistani agents will also come out. And I request Anurag Thakur ji, sir, after the Chinese expose, I think it's high time we should ban all the Pakistani YouTube channels in India. We don't need them. Why do we need them? Why do we need to listen to Pakistani propaganda? They want to ban ours in Pakistan, no problem. Go ahead and do it. I have no problem. I mean, if this is happening in media, what is the guarantee ISI is not doing it? I can tell you with my sweat and blood. And I can write you with my blood, ISI is doing it. It's a matter of time when the shit will hit the fan. We know it is being done. So request is Anurag ji, Manini Amit Shah ji, let's close all Pakistani YouTube channels. We don't need them here. Indians are good enough to make their content and good enough to run their channels. And all the people who are giving these Pakistani and Chinese agents a platform, they should be also questioned. What is their rishta with all these? Why are you giving platform to them in India? I mean, they should not be allowed in India. How many of us get platform in Pakistan TV? No, we don't get. And we don't need to go there. That's a different thing. How many of us are invited by the Chinese media? Look, I have done around 5,000 debates on national TV. I don't do regional TV. I don't do regional channels. 5,000 debates on national TV. I have not done even one debate on a China TV or a China channel or a China YouTube channel. Why? You understand why? They don't want the truth to come out. They're scared of the truth. So it's a very complex cabal where the media is trying to set the narrative. The leaders are coming in. And most of the times, if you see the international media, they're quoting these articles. They say, oh, this article is written by a fellow Indian. This Indian-looking guy with a nice, champi wala tail was telling us this. Now, this is where the problem is. This is where we have seen Jaychants, we have seen Mir Jafars in India. What is new? There's nothing new in this. But do we let them win? Do we let them go scot-free after these revelations? That is the question I want to ask you. That is the question I want to question today. How long are we going to let it go? This is a very, very disturbing sequence of events. And after today's Modi's explosive, kind of reply, 2.5-hour marathon reply, a lot of people today, trust me, are running for cover. A lot of people are acting, they're running for cover. They don't know where to hide today. Because what Modi ji has revealed is sensational and sensational. I want to ask you one question. All of you who are watching, I'll give you a minute to respond. How many of you believe that China has infiltrated much higher, much wider in media and in other circles of influence, including social media and all? How many of you agree with me? You have to just say yes if you agree. Is it 90%? Is it 80% or more? Any answers? I would really welcome your participation. Tell me, how much do you think China has, kind of infiltrated our media, our institutions, and they are using our own people to do this? And I'll bring another interesting aspect to this. Yes, Manish Singh ji, yes. What is the percentage, Manish Singh ji? Right? What is the percentage? Yes, yes, Santoji, Mayaji, yes, yes, great, 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 awesome. Rangaji, yes. Shamitaji, yes, yes, sir. Proud of you. Kudos, great, awesome, awesome. That is the spirit of India. That is the spirit of unity. That's the spirit of India. That is how we are going to defeat them. This is exactly what I wanted. Look, my friends and brothers and sisters, you know, I am running an online random poll. These are not my friends. These are one of you. Ye aapke log hai. These are your brothers, sisters. These are my brothers and sisters who are replying. You see it. You see the proof of concept. Now you know why people hate me. Now you know why people troll me. Now you know why people are sending me hundreds of tweets and trolling me in a day. But I don't care. Twitter is free. I don't pay anything. Even I don't pay $8 to Elon Musk for blue tick. Now you know why I'm being trolled for a whole day. Why they are targeting me. This because I bring the truth to the table. I expose them. I expose their agendas. That is my first nationalist idea. Awesome. I'm really kind of. I don't know how to thank you. I don't know how to thank you. Awesome. My brothers and sisters, you made my day. Aaj mera din ban gaya. I am very happy. I am very happy. Now, let me ask you one more question. How many of you believe that Pakistani ISI is doing a higher and a better propaganda, and all these so-called YouTubers, social media influencers, and this 𝙒𝙧𝙤𝙀𝘀 gang is paid, funded, and fueled by ISPR, that is the PR agency of ISI. How many of you? How many of you? Please take your time to respond. Yes and percentage. Yes and percentage. I want to build a national movement against this. I want our voices to go so loud and clear that Mr. Anurag Thakur and his staff should see it. And I'll be very happy when he announces we are banning them all. Sabko ban kar do. Now this is what we want. This is what we want. Code. Thank you, Vivaji. Thank you, Vivaji. I appreciate it. Now, this is what I want. How many of you believe? Kindly be open. Yeah, kindly be open. Yes, yes, Pushkarji. Good. More. Awesome. Vishwanathanji. Namaskar. Anilji. Namaskar. Good. Good. Please, I want more thing. 85. Srinivasanji. Mohanji says 100%. Rameshji 90%. Are Vivaji, yes. Good. Awesome. Kesarji. Namaskar. Ji, good. Very good. Awesome, happy. This is what is happening. This is what is happening. 60% Srinivasanji, 100% Nair Saab. Rao Saab, 100%. Wow, amazing. Singh Saab, 100%. Hariji, 100%. Awesome, awesome, good, good. You are the power. You are the power. You are the people. Aap janta hai, aap janardhan hai. And you see, I know you traitors, you are watching my video, and you will watch my video if you are not live today. This is not now Sumit Singh. This is not even Anurag Thakur Singh. This is my fellow brothers and sisters saying, I don't even know which part of the world they live in. They might be in India. They might be anywhere in India. Kehte hain na, dil hai, fir bhi Hindustani. Fir bhi hamara dil hai Hindustani. You see it. I wanted to show you, tumhari auqat dikhana chahta. I want to show you the metal of India and India. These are random people. These are the people from Janta Janardhan. These are my brothers and sisters. I have no idea who they are. I have no idea where are they based on. I have no idea in which time zone they are. But see the response. See the random response. Jahan dil milte hain na, wahan kuch bhi mil jata. Aditya ji, love you. Durga Prasad ji, namaskar. Kya bolu main? I'm overwhelmed. I'm going to get emotional today. You know, I wanted to send by PGurus answer to those traitors and those gaddars. If you think you can play the game, see here, see the power of India and Indians, and yaad rakhna and mind your business. We are not going to take your shit lined up. Enough is enough. And day is not far when we will dismantle you. We will dismantle you. And you will remember us for that. Because when it comes to, you know, India, when it comes to Hindustan and Bharat, no compromise. No compromise. Nation first, always first. Mother India. वैसे माँ सरस्वती है, माँ लक्ष्मी है, माँ काली है, माँ दुर्गा है, वैसे ही भारत माता है. For me, it is has the equal stature. And my brothers and sisters are resonating this wise. I can't be more humble. Let me take you to another aspect. Thank you very much. Thank you. Ashtang Pranam. I can't do it on a screen. Otherwise, I could have done it. Ashtang Pranam. Now, let me take you to another aspect of the paradigm. You know, in 2021, NewsClick was raided by ED. Right? They had some information about that. Then the so-called Editors Guild of India called them attack on freedom of expression, attack on fourth pillar of democracy. And the press club also opposed this. I really, after this, I'm really, I don't know. I cannot fathom the thought. I have lost my intellect. How can the Editors Guild and Press Club of India support them? Aren't you Indians? Or you isn't nation first? I have run a sample. I have run a small sample for you on a live show. I've shown you the power of India and Indians. I've shown you the power of an Indian patriot. These are all patriots, by the way. Even their passport may be American, British, whatever their passport, or Indian, I don't know. But see the patriotism, see the blood which is running through their veins, which is India. Now, where is the Editors Guild today? Why have these people opposed this? Why has Press Club opposed this? Now, would you still blame ED? Will you still say ED is the cage parrot, CBI is the cage parrot? When you find mountains of money, then nobody utters a mouth. Mamata Banerjee's minister in West Bengal, you and your Benamis, when you have thousands of crores of properties attached, where does this money come from? Now, was the raid on NewsClick, was it genuine? Should it be done or should it not be done? Let me take your opinions. Should it be done or should it not be done? Is ED a cage parrot or not? Was the raid genuine? Is ED doing the job? Is Mr. Amit Shah doing the job? Is Prime Minister Modi doing the job? Yes, they are doing the job. Is Mr. Ajit Doval doing the job? Yes, they are doing the job. Are people rattled? People ghabraye hue kya? Are they paranoid today? Yes, they are. They are. Because they know sabka number aayega. Everybody's term will come or ek ek karke sabko dekh liya jayega. Now, where are these? I am very happy. Anuragji mentioned these social media influencers and social media channels. Where are these people? You know, it takes a lot of conviction and courage to come on a channel and speak like this. Your heart, mind should be clear like a glass. PGurus, myself, our team is clear like a glass. That's why we have the courage, we have the conviction to take the head on and to talk about them direct and without mincing the words. I'm not mince words. I talk direct. How many of you believe that the raid on NewsClick by ED was in national interest? I want yeses with a percentage. Come on. Come on. I want to see your participation. I want to have those see yeses. How many of you believe it was the right thing? Bataiye. Come on. Come on. Good. Good. Perfect. Where? Awesome, Sagarji. Kumar Saab. Awesome. Chandranji. Awesome. Rameshji, awesome. Jigar, Mr. Singh. Awesome, sir. Awesome. Mr. Alai. Awesome. Mr. Suresh. 200%. Good. Kudos. We've crossed 100. Wow. Wow. Results are here. We are not editing. We are not controlling anything. My hands are here and Asaj's hands are here. You see, these are all your brothers and sisters who are regulars on PGurus, and that's why they love PGurus. They love us for this because we speak the truth and we don't shy away from speaking the truth. Now, when the things are getting closer, what will happen next? What will happen next? Next will happen, these people will start taking more names. Natural. They will talk few more names. Then they will be got. After that, few more names will be got. Incidentally, I told you when we were doing videos on Nu, I told you, I'm going to trouble my brother Sachin again. I told you that Nu mein, only Nu will not be clear. Pure Haryana ki safai hogi. All of the Haryana will be clear. Sachin ji, if you can look into today NIA's press release, I think it's today's dated, where they have said, Pan Haryana raids are done to crack on mafias, drug, terrorist and criminal nexus. It's today NIA's press release. If you can find it, else I can send it to you if you cannot. We want to show it to our viewers that people who think, oh, government is not doing anything, they're sleeping on the wheel, why did this happen? But in our kind of a setup, by the time we don't have a Patriot Act, we want somebody to start. Once they have crossed the Lakshman Rekha, now pure Haryana mein, all of the Haryana will be cleaned and it will not stop, it will go further. Today, I'll send you Sachin ji, give me a second. I have it somewhere. I was just going through it. Now, what is more important? Why are we bringing these all perspectives to you? We are bringing all perspectives to you because we want you to know that men are of the job. Things are being done. Nobody is sleeping at the wheel. It's not that what people want us to perceive, believe, or believe that people are sleeping on the wheel. No, that is not the case. Okay, I think this is not. Give me a second. I have to search through my phone. Sorry, apologies. Give me a second. I'm sorry. I should have pulled it before. But it's very important to show that the action is being done. Just a second. It should be something. Okay, I cannot, I can't find it right now. Apologies. It's somewhere in my phone, but I promise me I'll show it next time or in the next show what we have. So these are the things what we should be aware of. This is what is done. Right. Now, if these raids are being done, the Haryana is being cleaned. Now, if you see today, there are around 150 to 200 houses in around Mathura near Ram Janambhoomi Krishna, near Ram Janam, in the Krishna Janambhoomi Vyas or the temple where there were illegal construction on the railway land. So in Mathura, the bulldozers are doing their job. Yogi Adityanath ji is doing what he is able to do. So where the things are, the point here is you don't have to just see or believe anybody. Don't take things on the face value. Don't see things which look nice and calm and all. Behind everything, there's a story, there's a history. What we need to understand. We need to understand why these people are doing this. We need to understand what is their interest, why they are doing this. After so much of revelation and so much of humiliation, why don't we have the copy of the MOU? What is in that MOU which is keeping Congress at bay? What are those things which are not being talked about? Why these things are never being told? These are the questions which nation needs to know, which you and me have a right to ask and question. We must question the people. We must ask them the hard questions. Where is it happening? Why is it happening? Now, the nexus between media and Chinese Communist Party is established. The nexus between urban nexus and Chinese Communist Party is established. The nexus between Tugde gang and Chinese Communist Party is established. The nexus between Congress and Communist Party of China is kind of established. They have a MOU which they are not revealing. So, and let me tell you one interesting story because we have less time left. When Tibet was being captured by China, the only safeguard Tibet had, they had enough food only to feed the people in Tibet. The food was good enough to only feed people in Tibet. They did not have so much of food wherein somebody could be fed. When the Chinese army wanted to invade Tibet, from Tibet to China, the supply chains were so skewed and it was such a long supply chain. We had no airplanes at that time. We didn't have those Hercules and all. So how could this be supplied? There's a person from India in power who supplied a ration to the Chinese troops to capture Tibet. And when we got independent, we had no border with China. We had border with Tibet. And when Prime Minister Modi makes 50 to 60 trips in Northeast, and his ministers make more than 400 trips to Northeast, somebody got so annoyed and paranoid, they wanted to bring them a confidence motion. Who supplied ration to the PLA troops when they were invading China? We have 1 or 2 minutes. Anybody who want to take a guess? And there's an article in the Sunday Guardian on this. I'm giving you the hint also. Anybody can guess. That led to the fall of Tibet, and that is the reason today we have a neighbor, China. We don't have a neighbor as Tibet. Tibet was the buffer between us and China. Who led that? Who announced in Parliament 𝙒𝙖𝙦𝙤 is gone? Another clue. Anybody guessing? You can write you up. Who did this? Just think. Sochiye zara. Who supplied ration to Chinese troops when they were invading Tibet? Anybody? No, sir. Not CPM. Any guesses? Come on, we have a couple of minutes left. Kesarji got it. Kudos, sir. Bang on. You have the answer on your screens. Narayananji also, you have the answer on your screens. What do I say? Ha ha ha. This is the reality of our lives. Our neighbor was Tibet, not China. And who made China our neighbor and one of our biggest security threats? Right? And yeah, Ramesh makes an important point. Who said it's not a blade of grass who goes in accession? Okay, we gift away the land. Let's gift away the land. Now you see how the things have shaped. And this Chinese influence has always been on the Congress party, has always been on their top leadership. It's nothing new. Chinese have been trying to control media. Chinese have been trying social media. Chinese have been trying to infiltrate in every walk of our life in every way possible. That is why we at PGurus have dedicated one episode on Sunday to China. We'll talk about China. We'll dismantle the persona of China. We'll dismantle the facade of China. And I have told you, there is nothing bigger than the Chinese economy, the facade of our lives. And now, my word by word, it is coming true. And we are going to dismantle it. That is why these Chinese agents and these Chinese dalals are so active. They are trolling me so much. One day, my Twitter handle might crash with the troll. But I'm okay. I don't mind. Chalo, troll karo. I keep on trolling. Treat better next time. Now, this is the power of truth. And swear to God, there are so many things I cannot talk on public. And there are so many things you cannot ask me on public media, and I cannot tell you. But if I start revealing things, hell will break loose. Take my word. But whatever is in my national interest, whatever is in the interest of my brothers and sisters, whatever is in the interest of humanity, I will not hesitate in telling that part of it. And I will keep on doing my mission. I'm not scared by your trolling and all the things you do around me. Keep trying. Chinese agents, keep trying. Your game is over. Now your parda or the facade is broken. Game is over. Mr. Anurag Thakur has spoken on the House of the Parliament. It means a lot. And Amit Shah ji has also spoken about it. So wait and watch. Now you will see Khela Shuru Ho. The game has just begun. It will take it to the logical end. Will not let you or your agents or your propagandas or your platforms succeed in India. That is the assurance I can give from Republic of India, for the India, by the people of India. I'm nobody. I'm just a small voice. On that note, Sachin Bhai would like to end the today's show, and we have some questions. Then please join us at 9:30, because 9:30 we are going to talk about a fascinating, fireworks which Modi ji single-handedly dismantled all of the opposition propaganda. We are going to take that up. And my problem today is how to talk what happened in 2.5 hours in 40 minutes. That's the challenge I'm going to face. But we are going to take it up with this help, Sachin ji and all the team. So do join us at 9:30. Sachin ji, some questions, please. These people, see, you know what happens? At times, you have to let the small fish go loose for them to take you to the den. If you catch the small fish, the chain breaks. So what you do at times, you find a terrorist, you follow him. You don't kill him, you follow him. If you find where all the gang is hiding, then you send paras up there, and the ghosts do what they're supposed to do, eliminate all. So that is what has been done. Mr. 𝗣𝘂, in his wisdom, when did he call them prostitutes? Long back. Now these prostitutes are up in the open against you. I'm not worried about prostitutes, because agents can infiltrate anywhere. Agent is not necessarily a prostitute only, sir. He can be anywhere, or she can be anywhere, in any walk of life. So let's be careful about them. And they also use Pakistan and Pakistan YouTubers and influencers to run their agenda. They've been always using that. And when I used to go to Pakistan channels, they used to ask me, why are you writing the obituary of China? Now, hey, Pakistani, now I am writing the obituary of China. I predicted this 1 year back. Go and look at my videos. I told you in this month this will happen. Did this happen or not? So I'm not writing anybody's obituary. I am giving the facts. It needs a lot of courage and convictions to give the facts. That is the reality of life. And I have been very explicit and direct on that. I could not be more direct on that. So this is where the reality is. Second question, Sachin. Namaskar, sir. Yes, continue platform charge in India running out of dollars. Chinese are running is for China. It's not the money. For Pakistan, it's just money. $25 million for a bankrupt country is a lot. 200 crore, 200 crores is a lot of money. 2,400 or 2,500 crores a year is a lot of money for bankrupt people. China knows that their pawns, pyade, just of these pawns, their pawns are getting useless, eliminated, caught. Now they're using this YouTuber and all this content to basically talk about how good they are doing, how well they are doing, and how great China is, how China is going to build a colony on the Mars, and how China is going to colonize the moon. You know what I said? BS. I have to be, I have to be very, what do you call it? I have to be very eloquent on the media, so I'm only saying BS. So I would have otherwise said FBS. So you know what the abbreviation can mean, but I'm saying FBS. China, good job. Now these people are trying to hurt our national interests, are trying to infiltrate our media, trying to use the opinion of people of India against the Republic of India. That is what Shinzo taught them. So use anybody in the game. Anybody in the game can be used, and that is what is being done. Next question, please. I understand, Chandranji. It's a very emotive subject, and I have to be. I hope I could be in your place. I could be more nastier than you, but I am not. So I have to, because these people are very dangerous. They have this mentality we're destined to rule the world. If you're powerful, you say I can rule the world because I'm powerful. I have the power of the money. I have the power of the sword. I have the power of the technology. I have power of the weapons. I have power of something. Why? By the virtue of my achievements, I should rule the world. But here we are finding a mindset, I'm destined to rule the world. Bhagwan ne banaya se. God made me to rule the world. This is a very dangerous mindset. And let me tell you, the biggest stumbling block for China is India. The person which has dismantled China's aura is Prime Minister Modi. And your brother has done to some 1%, 0.5%, maybe 1% here and there. I have also done. I've been very directly speaking about China for the last 5 years. And I have been trolled, I have been cajoled, I have been threatened, everything they have tried with me. Right? Let me tell you one of my achievements. There was a time we were importing 800 crore. 800 crore is around $100 million. That time it was around 120, 130. 800 crore ki agarbatti, 800 crores of agarbatti sticks from China. I am the one who has shouted my lungs on national TV. And I said, for the sake of God, why do we need to import agarbattis from China? And I have written to all the people who matter. And what is the result? Imports of agarbatti from China and such many items have been banned by India. Banned by India. Khatam. Zero. Cross. Can't. So your brother, your friend has contributed 2 cents, and whatever I claim, go to some YouTube channel, you will find it there. National TV YouTube channel, you will find it there. There you should find it. You will still find it there. So I'm not making these false claims, right? You can find it there. If you want, somebody wants, I can name you the channel. I can name you whatever if you want, but I don't want to promote anybody else on PGurus. That's why I'm not naming it. It's a national TV channel, English channel. I think there are only 8 or 10 national TV English channels. You can find which one. So your brother has also done a little, because I believe I am nobody. I'm nobody, but I, along with you, I, along with my brothers, sisters, my friends, my patrons, my well-wishers, we as a group can bring in the change. And I as a person do not believe in status quo. I challenge the limits. I challenge the odds. I believe in change. Change is imminent. It will take sweat. It will take blood. Okay, that's given. But the change is imminent. We should not take shit lined up. That is even what Sanatan Dharma teaches us. We should not take shit lined up, and we will not take shit. We'll fight back, and we'll hit them hard, and we will hit them where it hurts them next question. Ranga sir. Sir, namaskar. Sumit, how many Indian companies closed after Ranga sir? I can answer your question in one thing. Thank God, Mahakal ki kripa, by the grace of Mahadev. Ask me how many companies did not close because Modi ji came into power in 2014. If it was other way around, we would be very near to Pakistan, because in 2013, today Prime Minister said, Modi said that our economy was at fragile time. Now, I was not casting aspersions. China ke dalal, hey, China ke dalal, sun. I was not casting aspersions. Prime Minister of India said that in 2013 we were at fragile 5. And where are we today? Imagine if somebody else would have come to power, Congress would have come to power with the MOU signed in, what would be the difference between us and Pakistan? would not be a lot of difference. Thank God. You know, that's why I say India is Dev Bhumi. India is the Bhumi of Sanatana, and always gods, all our Devi Devtas will have Asim Kripa on us. You may worship Murugan, you may worship Shiva, you may worship Vishnu, Saraswati, Adi Shakti, Vaishno Devi, Shri Tirupati Balaji, whomever. But all of them will shower blessings on us, and by their grace, we will always survive. What did Modi ji say today? He said, 1000 saal ki gulami, 1000 years of gulami. I've been always saying this, 1000. It's not British for 200 years. There were some people earlier than them. So total was 1000 years. Honorable Prime Minister used the word 1000 years. Look at all my videos. I've been talking of 1000 years. 1000 saal ki gulami, 1000 years of gulami we have lived with. If 1000 years of gulami could not break Sanatan, can somebody break it today? Kiski auqat hai, sir? But you know, when I get really nervous and people start saying we are 8th class citizens in our country. No, that is what these media and these dalals want you to believe. That is how they are playing with your mind. You're 8th class citizens, you're nobody. Government is not doing anything. Government is weak. Government is weak. You know, they are succumbing to China. China has taken over territory. They want you to believe this. And this is exactly what we, me, you, and PGurus are destined. Upar wale ka adesh hai. And Mahadev ki ichha are destined to fight together. Not only me, not only Shrisa, not only Sachin, not only PGurus. All of us, all the clan, we have a big clan. We have to fight it together. Sachin, next question. Despite knowledge of now what is happening, government's long-running actions against them, more of government is not opening MOU. What I can say you, Candy G, the MOU will be opened at the right point of time. My sources tell me, my sources. I don't know anybody in PMO, by the way. I don't know anybody anywhere. Some of my friends and some of the people who whispered to me told me that, in my opinion, Mr. Doval has a copy. And when it will come to your line, your and my line, that only Mahakal can tell. I cannot tell. But you will see the copy of the MOU someday. And I think we have got our hands on it. I can assure you on that. Next one. Sir, we need to be real with the Burma and Bangladesh. Please learn how this will help us as well. Oh yeah, I completely agree. With Burma and Bangladesh, even with Pakistan, we need to seal the border. If there's a wall or something which is proposed, go for it, do whatever it takes, because the terrain is such it cannot be manned by anybody to everybody. But with more and more strength India is gathering, we are doing a better job. Imagine if Prime Minister Modi was not at helm of affairs, what would have happened? Kya hota tab? And you know, there's a lot of work which has been done. There's a lot of work which needs to be done, but we are with the right hands. The pilot of the plane is fully equipped to handle the turbulent weathers. I can tell you this. Next question. How is Hindu paper allowed to have a full page advertisement on China's 100 years of CCP? Oh, that is how they use democracy against you. What did Shinzo teach them? Shinzo teach them how to use your own people, your democracy, your media, your people against you. And that is what communism works. Communism pollutes your mind, but communism cuts you from the religion. Communism makes you a cult, and communism manages and manipulates you. And violence is an accepted way of statecraft in communism. You know, unfortunately in India, if I can be direct today, Sachin bhai, so forgive me, Srisar is not here. You know what? In our India, we chose to outsource education as a pact. You know, Congress did, to outsource education to the leftists. Now, you see a lot of universities had a lot of leftist influence. And what have we done at a broader level? Education outsourced to Christians. Bollywood, Muslims, history, leftists. So now what are you seeing is the combined effect of three. Bollywood, you have left Muslims, Muslim influence. Education, Christians, and you know, what do you call this? History, leftists. So that's why you said, that's why you were taught Akbar एक बहुत अजीम बादशाह था, उसने बड़े दर्क लगाए, वो बहुत रहम दिल था, उसने दीन इलाही कराया. But somebody tell you Akbar did the biggest Johar in Chittor, where 8,000 Rajput sisters and their daughters had to do a Johar. Chittor, in Chittor, 3 times a Johar happened. One, the biggest Johar happened by Akbar, and he ordered to slaughter 40,000 Hindus, as he could not find anything in Chittor even after winning. So I don't want to go into history. Someday I will go and I'll explore them all. I've done it numerous times on TV. I'll do it on PGurus also. But remember this. Remember this. This is how history is manipulated. Did they tell you about the Chittor? Did they tell you why did he put a Deg in Ajmer Sharif? No. Did they tell you how many people had to do Johar and Chittor? And the Johar had such tall flames it could be seen from kilometers. It could be seen from kilometers. That is reality of Chittor. Go and read about it. If you don't trust me, read about it. And China ke dalal, tumhe isme bhi aapatti hogi. You will have problems with that. Arey bhai, come on, give up. You are exposed now. Run for cover. So if Sachin bhai, there are not any other questions would like mine, and well, I want to request you with folded hands. Join us on 9:30. We are going to talk a lot about what Prime Minister Modi has said, spoken, and whom all has he hit today. So that is what our show is going to be. We'll request you to join all. And if we have no other questions, I would like to rest my voice. I've spoken a lot. I've got you a numerous, I've got a numerous participation from you, your cooperation, your things. On that note, thank you very much. And Sachin ji, over to you.